Welcome back to my channel, my dear friends, and welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much for your love and support, your beautiful comments, your suggestions, your opinions. Not so much for the criticism. There's still some of them here and there, which I have blocked a few again this week. There's no need to be nasty. There's no need to be unkind. If you don't like something, move on to something else or to another channel or to another pattern, as you wish. Nobody's perfect. We're far from being perfect. God couldn't please everybody. I can't either. Okay. 4-ply 100% cut thread is most of the time that I use for my patterns. These are Portugal brands. 2.75 hook, a small scissor to cut the loose ends, of course, and a small hook to tuck in the loose ends. I'd like to mention I do have a private crochet group. You're more than welcome to join as long as you have a profile pic. I also have TikTok and Instagram. All these links will be listed below in the description box. All the measurements, the sizes, the hook size, in the description box. I also would like to thank the women that came through helping others in need of thread by donating to my PayPal account. Thank you so much. Nancy McDonald, thank you so much for your donation. I love you so much. You're one special gal in my heart. Let me tell you that. God bless all of yous, and let's keep crocheting. Let's keep creating these beautiful pieces, okay? So also inside the description box, there's a 2-minute link video to how to slow down the video, or by touching your screen and you can zoom it in, just touch and bring out the picture. You can see the stitches more clearly. Okay. If I forget anything, I'll let you know during the video. Thank you again, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's free of charge. We go a long way in many hours, dedication hours like there's no tomorrow, to bring these patterns for you guys. I don't speak just for myself, but for many other creators, designers. It's the only way we can keep going with these videos, by having your subscriptions. It costs you nothing. And also by giving thumbs up, it helps to circulate, have YouTube to recognize that it's an important channel. They circulate worldwide, get more people to join the channel. It's the only way we can continue this way, okay? So kindly thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell notification to be notified. And if possible, see the 2-second commercial. If it's long, you can cut through halfway, but at least watch a bit. It helps also the video. That's them with the commercial stuff. I have no control of it, but it does help the channel, okay? Thank you, everyone. Let's get started. Okay, everyone. So we're going to create another table runner. This is for a very special aunt of mine. I'm going to be using these colors. So here in Portugal, especially with this brand, the colors go by numbers. So this is number 9, and this green is number 23. I'm thinking of using the cream color. These are 4-ply 100% cotton thread. I might throw in some other colors. I'm not sure yet. I'll see as I go. I change ideas quite a bit. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope that you have subscribed already. If you haven't, please do so. It helps the channel. And also give it those thumbs up. Thank you so much for your loving support and your beautiful comments. God bless you. I'll be using a 2.75 hook, a small scissor, of course, and a small hook to tuck in loose ends. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to start with the red. So I'm going to start with chain stitch with the slip stitch, obviously. That never counts for anything. And I'm going to do, I don't know how many yet, how big I want it. I want it to be big enough for the table. I don't want just a small centerpiece. Now with the chain stitch, you can go bigger by increasing a 4 chain. So 4, 8, 12, and so on. Okay, I'll let you know at the end how many chain stitches I have. And I don't know at this point how big the thing will be, because obviously it's not created yet. When you see the photo, everything is already pretty much created. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my chain stitch. Don't forget, if your stitch is too tight, use a bigger hook. Depending upon your threads too, your tension, sometimes each day is a different tension. We don't always have the same tension depending on our moods and how we feel. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my chain stitch. Okay, everyone, so I've done 85 chain stitch. Okay, if you want to go bigger, increase by 4. Okay, I'm going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on my 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on my 7th. And I'm going right in the center in the middle of that stitch. I don't want it to bend like a U shape. And I'm going to create, so double crochet, groups of 3 double crochet, okay? So you're going to have this little loop here. 1 chain, skipping 1 space, going into the next, or skipping a chain, going into the next, and creating again 1 per stitch, double crochet, creating groups of 3 double crochet. 1, 2 on my 2nd, so skipping 1 only. Now, as I create these things, sometimes we need to make adjustments. Always look ahead of the video. It's not like I draw things on paper and count stitching. I go with the flow, and this is how it is. Sometimes I'll take patterns from old patterns or old tutorials that I had and mix patterns up and come out with new pattern. So there's always new styles of it, okay? So 1 chain, skip a stitch into the next one. We're going to continue to do this all the way to the end, and I will meet you at the end and let you know how many if you're creating this size. If you want to go smaller, just for a small area, you can do 45 chain stitch, okay? So that's going to be a small doily. This is a bigger piece, so I want it to be a runner. So for that reason, it's bigger. And if you want it like sort of like a rug, if you're using macrame, you can do 137 chain stitch, okay? So I've completed my groups of 3, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 20 groups of 3 double crochet. I'm going to do a 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm turning my pattern, coming on that first double crochet we did, and I'm going to close it in with slip stitch. So I have that little loop there as we start at the beginning. If you find that it's a little bit too wide, instead of doing 6 chain, then you can do a 5 chain, just to make sure we don't get like this bigger gap on this side. Okay, now I'm going to do the walk, as I call it, with slip stitch until the center of that 1 chain. So slip stitch. If your tension is tight or it's tight to get in there, use a smaller hook to make your way to the center of that 1 chain space. Coming into the center, I'm doing a single and 2 chain. That's my double crochet, and 2 more for space. I'm going to create little V's inside of these spaces on both sides, okay? So 2 double crochet and 2 chain. That means I started single, 2 chain, and 2 more for space. So total of single and 4 chain. I'm going directly into the next and doing double crochet, 2 chain, and another double crochet. And we're going to proceed this way until we get to the edge, to the corner. just creating little V's, okay? And once I finish this row, once I complete the V's all the way around, I'm cutting my thread and coming in with my off-white, or cream color, I should say, not off-white. Okay, 2 chain space, creating those V's. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished creating my V's on those 1 chain space. We're heading the corner, and on the corner we're going to do 6 double crochets. So we're going to have those V's also in the corner. So I've done my first 2 chain. This is my second double crochet, 2 chain, my third, 2 chain, my fourth, 2 chain, my fifth, 2 chain, and my 6th double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then proceed again on that 1 chain space with your V's. So just repeating what we did on this side. Of course, when you get to the other edge, you have to do the 6 double crochet. So basically you got your little V's in there also. Okay, and then I'm cutting my thread after that. That means when you get to the end here, you do your 6 double crochets, 2 chain space, go directly and hook it on the 2nd chain if you did like myself, single and 2 chain. If not, you have your 3 chains as you usually do your first double crochet, and hook it on your last stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished my beginning here of the pattern. I'm going to come in on that first shell right after the corner, and we're going to do blocks of 3 double crochet again on inside of these V's, as I call them. Trying to hide my thread as I go. So single 1 chain and my 2nd chain. So I have my first double crochet, and I come back in again, try to hide this little thread, makes it easier, I don't have to come back to it. So 2 double crochet, and this is my 3rd double crochet, 1 chain space, coming into the next one, and create these little blocks of 3 double crochet, 1 chain into the next one, and create 3 double crochet. So we're going to do that until we meet here on the last V before the corner. Okay, so I'll meet you there. Okay, everyone, so I finished my groups. I have 19 groups. 1 chain. Now I'm getting into the edge, the corner here. So I'm going in my first V here, creating the 3 double crochets, 2 chain into the next one, and create your 3 double crochets again, 2 chain, because we are at the edge, we don't want the pattern to be pulling, so we have to do the 2 chain on here, 3 double crochet, 2 chain into the next one, and again 2 chain and into the next one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 that belongs on the edge. Okay, 1 chain, and then coming into the sides and creating again those groups of 3 with 1 chain only between them. One chain and into the next. So we're basically repeating what we did on the other side. And then when you get to the edge, you must repeat again the same thing. 3 double crochets, 2 chain space on each space. You should have 4 groups. So this is the edge. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 groups of 3 double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing that centerpiece. I'm going to come in with my red again, doing the slip stitch knot. And I'm going to start. So we have the oval here, okay? I'm going to start the double crochets right after our squares, okay? So we have that group just before the oval. I'm going to come right in and do my double crochet. This time we're going to be building 4 double crochet groups, sorry. When I'm talking, I can't concentrate. Let me try to tie this string better so it's safe. So single and 2 chain, I'm just going to come back in again and create another double crochet, 3 and 4, 2 chain, going into the next one, which lands right after that first V, and doing again 4 double crochet, 2 chain, and repeat. We're going to do this 6 times, okay? So we're going to create 6 groups of 4 double crochet with 2 chain space. So I've created 6 groups of 4 double crochet and 2 chain space between them. So basically we landed right after that last V of the oval. Now 1 chain, coming in and doing 3 only. Okay, our increases will only be at the edges when we get to it, okay? And then 1 chain again, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. 1 chain, and continue from there on. Okay, and so I will meet you here again. We have to do the 4 groups just before we enter that V there on the corner. But I'll let you know how many I have of 3 double crochet. Okay, everyone. So I've finished creating 18 groups of 3 double crochet. 1 chain. And I'm going to come in and create my 6 groups of 4 double crochet on this side of the oval also. 2 chain, and again 4 double crochet groups. Okay, and then continue. Once you've created the 6, then again you're going to do your groups of 3. Must have the same amount on each side. Okay, everyone. So finish doing on this side also. I have 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 Wait a minute. I think I got lost. Not 28, sorry. 18, not 28. 18 on this side of 3 double crochet and 18 on this side. Sometimes my mind is just elsewhere, isn't it? Okay, so I've closed in with slip stitch. Now you can close it in like that, and if you don't want it to show too much of that beginning and ending, you can grab it to the back. And it's always good for especially new beginners that are just starting with the channel and starting with the crochet to get the little tricks going for them. Some of you already know. So I'm coming back in. I pulled my thread to the back. Coming back in, stretching my thread, doing a single and 1 chain. That'd be my first double crochet. Coming into the next one. Of course, my tension's always very tight to begin with, and I've just pulled that string to the back, so it makes it tighter. 2 double crochet into the next stitch. 3 double crochet. We're going to do an increase on the last one here. 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So now we have 5 double crochet, 2 chain. And we're going to proceed creating groups of 5 double crochet. On the last double crochet, we have 2 double crochet in the same stitch. We're going to do that 6 times, okay? And then we're going to proceed. Well, I'll come back to you once we finish that. There's a little change there. Okay, everyone, so I've created my 6 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 with the 5 double crochets. Now it's going to change just all 4 corners here, here and here, and then here and here will be exactly the same thing. So a lot of you have seen me create similar to this pattern. Now, I've done 1 chain. I'm going to come in that first double crochet here with 1 double crochet, 1 chain, coming inside and creating my 3 double crochets. We're going to alternate on each row, meaning, so first of all 4 corners will have the same 1 double crochet, so we can have a straight line going up. Here on the last one, we'll do 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and then do the increase, but I'll get there with you. So what do I mean by alternating? That means we'll have row of 3 double crochet, row 1 double crochet. Next row, we'll do a double crochet on top and 2 inside. So we'll have 3 and then 1 double crochet. And you'll see what I mean once we get to it, okay? So we're just going to alternate the rows like that so we can have a nice straight line. I'm sure some of you have seen me create similar rugs and runners with the same effect here on the sides, okay? So I'll meet you at the end there and show you again. So basically we have the last group of 3 double crochet before hitting the 4. 1 chain, coming on this last double crochet, 1 chain again, and restart again your 5 double crochet groups. Always increase on the last double crochet, 2 chain, and proceed again with the 5 double crochets. So we're going to repeat the same thing all the way around, and for the next few rows will be very similar or the same, just the only difference is we'll be alternating. Next row will be 3 double crochet, then the one after that 1 double crochet only. But I'm going to continue mine, and don't forget you have all 4 corners the same way that you must do the 1 double crochet on 4 corners, okay? Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished this row. As you can see, I have the 1 double crochet only on both sides. And now we're going to come back in after I've closed with slip stitch and doing single and 1 chain, or you can do 2 chain. It's up to you, depending upon your attention on your stitch. So again, we're going to do the increase on the last double crochet. We'll be doing 2 together on the same stitch. So this row, you should have 6 double crochet groups, okay? Groups of 6. Chain 2, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more for increase, 6. We're going to do all 6 of them, and I'll meet you after my 6. So now that I've accomplished the 6 groups of 6 double crochet, 1 chain, now where we have that 1 double crochet, I'm doing double crochet and 2 inside of the chain space. So creating those 3 double crochet groups. Next row, we'll do only 1 double crochet on top of double crochet. And this is how we're going to alternate. 1 row of 3, we're on 1 row of 1 double crochet. 1 row of 3, 1 row of 1 double crochet. I don't know the size yet. I'm going to continue to do a few more rows. You could always advance the video and see where I'm at. And I'll meet you once I am completely done with a few rows in order to change to whatever patterns or designs coming up next. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my rows. Don't forget, you always have to do an increase there. So we had 4, 5, 6, next row 7, next row 8, and so on. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my rows. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to stop here with this motif and change. So counting from the cream color, the first groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. And I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 double crochets at the edges. Now, closed in with slip stitch, coming back in. This row will be about double crochets, only 1 per stitch. There is no increase because we're going to work inside of the chain space. So 1 double crochet per stitch. And where we have the 2 chain, we're going to do an increase of 2 double crochet inside of the 2 chain space, and where we have 1, we're doing only 1 double crochet. Okay, so 1 per stitch and 2 inside of the chain space, double crochet. So this row is only about double crochet, so no increase on here, just 1 per stitch and 2 inside of the 2 chain space. Okay, and where we have the 1 chain space, we're doing 1 double crochet and 1 per stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished doing all of my row. Okay, coming in with the cream. Slip stitch knot. And I'm just going to start here right after or right on top of these 1 double crochet that we have there. Okay, so I'm going to do my single, 1, 2 chain into the next one and doing double crochet. So I'm going to do 3 double crochets here. I'm going to turn twice on my hook. I'm going to come back here on the back double crochet. I'm sure you must have seen me do this. Actually, it's not twice on my hook, I'm sorry. Normal double crochet. Stretch your thread and do sideways double crochet. I'm going to skip a stitch into the next one and create 3 double crochets. Again, coming on the back one and doing sideways double crochet. Skip a stitch. We're going to do this all the way around the same way. If we need to make an adjustment at the end, we will. So just stretch your thread, skip a stitch into the next one. So it's just a repeat now. Coming in that back one that we skipped, stretch your thread and do the sideways double crochet. I'll meet you at the end. It's everywhere the same way, okay? Okay, everyone, so I'm doing my last one. Now, by doing this last one, I only have 2 double crochets left, which is no problem. So I'm skipping one. I'm adding 2 double crochets here on this one, and one where we started that sideways double crochet. Coming back, doing my sideways and closing it in with slip stitch. I'm going to cut my thread. And I'm going to come back in with my red. Okay, so this row will be about only double crochets. I'm going to start right here. Same as the 1 double crochet there. You can start anywhere really, because this row is just double crochets. 1 per stitch. There is no increase. So 1 double crochet per stitch all the way around. Okay, so that I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've done all my double crochets. I'm going to come back in with the cream, and I'm going to start basically on the same row, more or less, where we have that 1 double crochet. Just because I feel like starting there, not because there's anything to it. Okay, so single, we're going to do double crochet and 2 chain. I'm going to do a total of 5 double crochets. Now, if we need to make an adjustment at the end, we will. Don't forget, I'm creating this as I'm going. So I have 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, skipping 1, 2, 3, and on my 4th, one, two, three on my 4th, creating again groups of 5 double crochets. 4, and 5. We're going to proceed this way all the way around. 3, 4 chain. Skip 1, 2, 3. Now, if your stitch is too tight, you can do a 5 chain, which I'm probably going to do a 5 chain once I get here at the motif for the oval, okay, where I have the 6. So I'm going to do it from the beginning until the other edge where it ends the 6 groups. Three, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Skip 1, 2, 3. Come on your 4th. And continue that way. Okay, so I'll meet you at the edge just to make sure. So I've reached more or less where we start the motif, and we're going to do, instead of 5 chain, we're going to do a little bit different. 2 or 4 chain or 5 chain, we're going to do different, okay? We're going to keep 4 chain just the same. So I have 4 double crochets. I'm going to do an increase on the same one. That's my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 1, 2, 3 on my 4th again. This one, I'm not doing an increase, so I'm going to alternate. 1 increase, no increase. 1 increase, no increase. So into the next one. So 5 double crochet. This one has increase, no increase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. This one I'm going to do an increase. 2, 3, 4, and on the same one, 5. Just so the pattern won't pull. 4 chain. Skip 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. This one, no increase. Okay? 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 1, 2, 3 on your 4th. This one I'm going to do an increase. 2 on the same stitch. So I have my 4 and 1 more, 5. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to tell you how many increases I have done. Okay, everyone. So I've done from edge here at the beginning, and I have my first increase that we did, and then no increase, increase. So that's 2, no increase, increase. 3, no increase, increase. 4, no increase, increase. 5. And now we continue with no increase, just a normal 5 double crochets and 4 chain until we meet again at this edge here, okay? And do the same thing as we did with the other one. So I'll meet you there. So on this side, pull it up. So on this side, I have 9 groups from where we started of the 5 double crochets. Then on my 10th, I have the increase, which falls right about on top of the other one. This one too, I have 9 groups of 5 double crochet. Now I'm going to do my increase here on my 10th. So 3, 4, and 1 more. 5. Increase. Then just repeat, no increase. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. No increase, and then increase, no increase. until you meet at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to my last one, and I need to make an adjustment, and I have an increase. 1, 2. On my third one, I'm going to do the double crochet. Then on my fourth, doing my last increase. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that gives me 9 groups on each side of the pattern of the 5 double crochets and 5 increases on both edges. Okay. Okay, so I've cut my thread. I'm going to create leaves for my tulips. Or for my, not tulips, my rosebuds, if you want to call them. So I'm coming in that third double crochet there in the center, the middle one. Try to hide this thread. Did a single. I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to skip 1 and come in the center one here. Okay, the middle one. Now make sure you don't grab that back chain that we did, okay? So we're going to do 4 incomplete double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're going to close it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. I'm going to come back into the same stitch. Make sure that you hold that stitch, the chain back there, so you don't get it stuck doing this, because we'll need to hide that after with the flower. So 2, 3, 4 incomplete in the same stitch that we did the other one, and close it all together. And then to secure, we do 1 chain and 1 more chain for space, coming in that third double crochet again with single. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and that chain is loose back there because once we do the flower, we are going to hook it together. Okay, 1 chain again, coming in that middle one, pushing that string away, stretch your thread. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Close it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Again, 4 incomplete in the same stitch. And close it all together. 1, 2 chain. Okay, so now it's just a repeat. Now, of course, when we get to where we've skipped only 2 here, no stress, we're going to come right in the center in between and not on the stitch. Okay, but I'll meet you there so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm on my last one. I'm just going to come between those 2 double crochets. That's the one that we had to adjust. So I'm going to do the 4 incomplete, 4 chain, and again into the same stitch or space. Then I'm cutting my thread, 2 chain. That's 1 for secure, 1 for space. Okay, cutting my thread. Okay, everyone, so now we're going to create the rosebuds. Okay, now I'm going to use yellow. Wasn't sure which color I was going to do. This is for the kitchen table, and she has, a basket with a bunch of fruits, different colors, of course, for apples, bananas, pears, and so on. So we're going to come in that first, grabbing both chains, okay, together. And I'm going to trying to get through that very first one there. Single and 2 chain. So that's my first double crochet. I'm going to have a total of 7 double crochets inside of this 2 chain. So grabbing the back one and the front one. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to come on that second chain I did from the first one. I went up with single and 2 chain, and I'm going to close it. I'm going to do 1 chain, come back in, and 3 singles inside of the little hole here. Okay, so 3 singles. Now, depending upon your tension, some people have tighter tension, some more loose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chain, or 10 for some of you, depending if your tension is extremely tight. So I'm grabbing, again, both chains in the back, securing that, and doing my 7 double crochets again. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Because afterwards, this is going to go and be tied down over here, okay? Okay, so 7 double crochets again, and now just repeating. So I'm going to close it, 1 chain, coming in that middle little space here, and doing 3 singles. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 chain, or 10 for some of you if your tension is tight. And continue to do again the 7 double crochets. Okay, 1 chain, and again 3 singles. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to repeat this all the way around. You got to make sure that this is enough, because this will be hooked afterwards here on the single where we have the green. So it cannot be too baggy or too tight. So for me, 8 chain is fine. For you, it could be 10. All right, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished doing all of my rosebuds, coming back in with the cream color, slip stitch knot, and you can pretty much start anywhere. So now we're going to grab this chain and the chain here before the single. And I'm going to do a single in 1 chain. We're going to create 3 half double crochets. Trying to hide my little thread there. So single and 1 chain. Stretch your thread a bit and do 3 half double crochets. And then into the next and do the same thing. 3 half double crochets. Okay, chain 2 and proceed behind the flower and do 3 halves again. So we're working only on these, grabbing the 2 chains together. Chain 2 and continue all the way around the same way. And again. Okay, so it will stay like that, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we had started here. So basically our first flower lines up, let's say from the motif here. And we did 2 chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 10, after our 10th flower on the side, because we are on the curve, we need to do a 3 chain. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and we'll do that until the end of the other on the oval, but I'll let you know how many I have done with 3 chain. And still continuing to do the 3 halves. One, 2, and 3 chain. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just give me a second here. Okay, so we'll be doing 8 flowers. 8 flowers with 3 chain on the oval, and the rest will be of 2 chain on top of the flowers. Okay, does that make sense? So I started here. The very first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on a minute. I hope I didn't get confused. 1, 2, 3. So yes, 8 flowers with 3 chain on the oval only, and everything else is 2 chain. Okay? So I'll meet you at the end of my row. One, 2, and 3. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row. Now we're going to do double crochets. This whole row will be about double crochets. So single, 2 chain, 1 per stitch. Where we have the 2 chains, we'll be doing 2 double crochets behind the flower. And where we have 3 at the oval, we'll be doing 3 double crochets behind the flower. Okay, so here I have 2 chain. I'm going to do 2 double crochet. And then again, we have 6 double crochets here, 3 on each side, so we'll do 6 double crochets. 2 inside of the 2 chain space, and on the oval part we have 3 chains. We'll be doing 3 double crochets on the 3 chains at the oval point. Okay, on both sides. And of course we'll fix it once we are done, because they get all behind it. We'll fix all of the rosebuds. Now at this point they look funny because they're all like squashed in there, but we'll fix it afterwards. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so pretty much finished all my row with the double crochets. I'm going to come back in the same stitch and I'm going to create a single and 2 chain into the next one, double crochet. So now I'm going to build groups of 3 double crochet. I'm going to do 1, 2 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, coming in my 3rd and creating again 3 double crochet. Actually no, because we're still here at the edge of the oval, sorry, until we pass this one here. Okay, so 2 chain, skip 1, going to the next one. Two chain. Now we're pretty much lined up over here. Now we're going to skip 1, 2 on my 3rd one, doing the groups of 3 double crochet. 2 chain, skip 1, 2 into the 3rd one until we meet the beginning of the edge corner up ahead. And I'll let you know how many I have skipped or how many groups I have after we've done the first one here. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I pretty much did 16 groups of 3 with 2 chain space between them and skipping 2 stitch going into the 3rd. Now here I'm going to still do the 2 chain. I'm going to skip only 1 because we're entering the oval, so I'm right at the beginning. And I'll let you know how many I've done when on the 2nd double crochet. So we're skipping only 1 space. I'll let you know how many I've done, skipping 1 space only. So I'll meet you at the other side. Okay, everyone. So for the ones that we skipped only 1 space, okay? So here is the last one I did, which is about the same way here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Skipped 1 space only. And now I'm going to skip 2 space. Okay? And do the same thing on the other side. As soon as you hit here, the motif here, you have to start skipping only 1. Okay? Then again on this side, I have created the 16, skipping 2 stitch here. Okay, now I'm going to, after my 16th block, I'm going to skip only 1. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished all of those little blocks. I'm going to come back in with the yellow. And I'm going to start on the closest one. So I'm going to start here. So this one is just before the lining here, okay? And I'm going to do a double crochet trying to get this little thread so I can hide it. Okay, maybe try that again, right? And I'm going to do single and 2 chain. I'm going to create 8 double crochets here. Almost knocking my camera, my goodness. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that means I'm using 2 blocks and 2 double crochet inside of the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain. I'm going to skip these 2. That means 1 block, and I'm coming in the next one and create those 8 double crochets again. 2 inside of the chain. Whoops. So basically you're covering 2 blocks and 2 inside of the chain stitch. Now if your tension is too tight, then you can do an extra chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skipping 2 block, 2 squares here, 1 block, coming in the next one. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way and create your 8 double crochets again. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I'm almost at the end here. And I would be missing one of these. Like I said, I don't, calculate these things on paper. So I'm going to skip this one. I'm going to come here. Doesn't matter if I skipped only one, it doesn't make any difference. So 2, 3, so I'm putting 3, or 2 in there, I should say. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I'm going to come back in now with the red. And I'm going to skip 1, 2. I'm going to come on the third one with a single. And another single. So we're not working the first 2 double crochets nor the last 2 double crochets. So I have 4 singles. Then I'm coming in that 7 chain space and I'm going to do 10 double crochets. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think I have too much. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes, I have one over. 10 double crochets, and then skip the first 2, go on your third with a single. So 4 singles again. We're going to repeat this all the way around, and then directly into that 7 chain again with 10 double crochets. That's all you have to do. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much completed my row. Now we're going to repeat the 10 double crochets with 1 chain space. So I've closed in with a slip stitch. I'm going to do a slip stitch until the second one, or should I say the third one. And I'm going to do a single. Coming on top of that double crochet, that first double crochet with double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain, and do the 10 double crochets with 1 chain space between them. And then we have 1 more row and we're done. 1 chain, 1 double crochet. So double crochet over double crochet, 1 chain space between them, and you have your 10 double crochets. Okay. Skipping 1, 2, coming in the third one with a single. And again, into the first double crochet with double crochet, 1 chain space. Okay, this is what we're going to do to this row. I'll meet you at the end. I'm cutting my thread after that and coming back in with the yellow. Okay, everyone, coming in with the last row. Don't forget, once we block, things get more straightened out too. Now the stitches are quite tight together because of that sideways double crochet we did here. So at the edge it becomes a little bit tighter, as you can see here. But once I block it with a little bit of laundry softener inside of a little spray bottle and water mix, and I just spray over it and stretch it with my hands. And obviously for the tutorials I light iron because I don't have time to be waiting for it to dry in order to upload videos and stuff. Okay, you can start pretty much anywhere. I'm going to start in between the first and second double crochet with a single, and 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to hook it right here in between that single I did just to get my first one going. Coming into the second, 1, 2, 3 chain, and coming right behind that single, and then continue again. 1, 2, 3 chain right behind. Okay, I mean, if you want to do going in to your single, go ahead, it's up to you. I'm going to do it this way. I find it pretty and faster. Besides being faster, I find it much more prettier than the normal picot. Okay, so single, 1, 2, 3 chain, come from behind that single and close in with single. Single, 1, 2, 3, single, 1, 2, 3, and again. Now this last one, we are not doing any picot. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 picots. We're going to roll twice on the hook. We're going to do the triple. I'm going to come in where this yellow is, the double crochet. I'm going to take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Roll again twice. Come on the other double crochet, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Now make sure your stitch is not too loose when you're doing that, especially over here. I don't like it when it's too loose here. Doesn't look pretty, so we're gonna redo that again. So I'm gonna hold it with my middle thumb so it doesn't become too loose. Okay, that's better. Then I'm coming straight in between the first and the second double crochet with a single. 1, 2, 3, and again, right behind that single peacock. And it's very simple as that. 1, 2, 3, and again, single. 1, 2, 3. Hope I wasn't too much off camera. Sometimes I forget to look. 1, 2, 3. I hope you guys like this design creation of mine. I mixed a bunch of different patterns up and turned it into one. So I think it came out pretty good considering that I don't draw anything on paper. I go with the flow. So on the last one again, we don't do peacock. Turn twice on your hook. So we're doing the triple. So I have 3 on my hook. Take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Now make sure you hold it well. You don't want to stretch that last stitch. Doesn't look pretty. And take out, again, all of them. And then repeat the same thing. So basically, this is what it looks like. I think it became really, really nice. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will have the little video and display once I'm done, the measurements and everything. I'll put on top of my sister-in-law's table. I am away from the island for a little while due to family illness, so I have to be here for a little while. And please pray for my family. I also pray for you and yours. God bless you, and thank you so much for being part of this journey with me. I hope you guys enjoyed the pattern. I'm very happy with it, as I said, considering it's created all of a sudden as I went. Thank you. God bless. I send you much love, much hugs, and until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.